Hello, welcome to Majestic School. Today we are talking about atoms, molecules, ions, and atomicity. Kindly help us to share this video, share it everywhere, like it, comment on this channel, and we do more videos for you. To start with, today we are talking about atom. We all know that atoms are the building blocks of every matter. In the ancient times, the Greek were the first to use the word atom. It means indivisible. You cannot divide it further. That was what the ancient Greek saw it as. So let's just concentrate today on the definitions and give a brief descriptions of these things. So what is an atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element which can take part in a chemical reaction. I will take it again. An atom is the smallest particle of an atom which can take part in a chemical reaction. There is another definition again. I will give you the same definition, the other definition. It is an atom is the smallest particle of an element that can ever exist and still possess the chemical properties of that element. It means if we have an element like sodium, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, the smallest part of that atom or that element that can exist and still have the character or property of that element is the atom. The smallest part of it that, take for instance, sodium is an element, sulfur is an element. We all know that sulfur, one of the physical properties of sulfur is that it is yellowish. It is yellowish. Physical property of hydrogen, it is gaseous at room temperature. So it's a gas at room temperature. So it means the atom of hydrogen, the atom of sulfur, the atom of sodium must have the same character, must have the same properties as the element. If the element hydrogen was a gas at room temperature, then it must be a gas as an atom, even at room temperature. So it mustn't change. So this is what we are going to call the atom. Let us go on now to what is an ion. Ion, I-O-N, an ion. An ion is an atom. Can you get that? An ion is an atom or a group of atoms which possesses an electric charge. An ion is an atom or group of atoms which possesses an electric charge. You should know that the electric charge could be positive charge or negative charge, whichever. So that is an ion. An ion is an atom that has a positive charge or negative charge. Sometimes we used to say an ion is an atom that has gained or lost an electron. An ion is an atom or group of atoms that has gained. That is an atom or group of atoms that has gained or lost an electron. So you should know that losing an electron, you are losing a minus, a negative charge. When you gain an electron, you are gaining also a negative charge or a minus. So the net charge in that atom will determine what the atom will become. But we are not concerned about that, but we'll just know that these are usually how we can represent ions. An ion is an atom or group of atoms which possesses an electric charge. Now let's go on to a molecule. What is a molecule? A molecule is the smallest part of a substance. Remember, this time we are not talking about an element. A molecule is the smallest part of a substance that can normally exist alone and still retain the chemical properties of that substance, be it an element or a compound. Be it an element or a compound. That is a molecule. So let's go on to atomicity. What is atomicity? Atomicity is the number of atoms a molecule can have to be able to stand alone, to be able to exist alone. Atomicity is the number of atoms a molecule can possess to be able to stand alone or to be able to take part in a chemical reaction. There are different types of atomicity depending on the number of atoms present in that molecule. So we have the ones we call monoatomic. Monoatomic molecule is the ones that have just a single atom in their molecule. They have a single atom in their molecule. Example, you have helium. Helium, the symbol of helium is He, helium. You have neon. The symbol of neon is Ne. You have argon. The symbol of argon is Ar. So these are elements, they are monoatomic. If you observe, you will see that helium, neon, argon, they are mostly gases. You have more of gases in this group of monoatomic molecules. So the next one, we have diatomic molecules. Diatomic molecules. These ones, they have two atoms to make up a single molecule. Two atoms to make up a single molecule. Example, you have hydrogen. You have hydrogen and you have hydrogen, oxygen. Hydrogen, the symbol of hydrogen is H2, subscript 2. Capital letter H, subscript 2. Then we have Oxygen. Oxygen. Oxygen, we have O, capital letter O, and subscript 2. Is that okay? Then we have nitrogen. Nitrogen is capital letter N, subscript 2. These are the diatomic molecule. They are diatomic. So their atomicity, we can say, is diatomic. It's just 2. You can represent them as 2. So then we have the polyatomic molecules. Polyatomic molecules, you have phosphorus, and we have sulfur. Phosphorus is 4 and sulfur is 8. Phosphorus has 4 atoms to make 1 molecule. 4 atoms to make 1 molecule, just as we said before, diatomic molecules. Diatomic molecules, they have 2 atoms to make 1 molecule. Monoatomic molecules has 1 atom to make 1 molecule. Polyatomic molecules have more than 2 atoms to make 1 molecule. Phosphorus has 2 atoms to make 1 molecule. Phosphorus has 4 atoms to make 1 molecule. Sulfur has 8 atoms to make 1 molecule. Ozone has, that is O3. Ozone has 3 atoms to make 1 molecule. These are polyatomic molecules. Their atomicity is more than 2. Monoatomic, their atomicity is just 1. Diatomic, their atomicity is just 2. Polyatomic, their atomicity is more than 2 and above. These are what we can say for now about atomicity. In the next class, we will talk about symbols. We'll talk about symbols. We'll talk about the old names of elements, and we'll talk briefly about compounds. These are the things we can discuss today. In our next class, we will talk more about those things. I want you to click on the subscription button and subscribe to this channel. Share these channels with your friends, your relatives. Let us stamp out malpractices in our examinations and see how our kids, our children, can be more better persons in our society. Thank you very much, and God bless.